You think money is printed by the government? Wrong. The first person in history to create money out of thin air was a goldsmith. He figured out just one thing. I don't need actual gold. I just need to make people think I do. That one idea, 500 years later, got blown up into a $36 trillion national debt by the United States. And the crazy part? America's adding over $40 billion in new debt every single day. But nobody plans to pay it back. Because the rules of this game, they were never designed to let anyone pay it off from day one. So where did this game actually start? Roll back 3,000 years. Back then, there was no such thing as money. A farmer needed a hoe, so he'd talk it out with the blacksmith. The blacksmith trusted him. Take it. Pay me back after harvest. Just that one sentence propped up humanity's most primitive trading system. But this system had a fatal flaw. You had to run into someone who actually needed what you had. Otherwise, no deal. Want to buy a knife? Gotta drag around half a cow? Too heavy, rots, can't split it precisely. It just fell apart. Then gold stepped in. Small, rare, doesn't rot. From China to Europe, it worked everywhere. Trade exploded. But new problems showed up. Walking around with a chest of gold coins? You're a moving target. Bandits would dream about robbing you. What really changed history was a bunch of goldsmiths on 17th century London streets. They started storing gold for the wealthy, gave handwritten receipts stating the amount, available anytime to pick up. Gradually, people realized just using this paper to buy stuff was way easier than actually running to get the gold. That paper became the first paper money in human history, born in some unremarkable goldsmith shop. But the goldsmiths quickly discovered a secret big enough to flip the whole world upside down. Almost nobody would come get their gold at the same time. The gold in the vault just sat there collecting dust. So the goldsmith had a bold idea. Start issuing receipts for gold that didn't exist. Loan it to people who needed it. Collect it back with interest. Not 1 extra gram of gold in the vault. But he conjured money out of nowhere and took real interest. That trick? It's the real ancestor of the modern banking system. As long as not everyone rushes to withdraw on the same day, the lie holds. The goldsmith got rich. Competitors quickly followed. One person's greed became the industry's unspoken rule. Later, the government noticed his business and thought, this is too good to pass up. Nationalized the goldsmith's logic. Set up central banks. Put a legal code on it. Kept doing the same thing. Today's banks? Fundamentally no different from those goldsmiths. Just bigger scale, more subtle methods, more legal operations. You go to the bank for a mortgage. The bank doesn't transfer money from someone else's savings to you. They just type some numbers in the system. Suddenly, you've got $1 million more in your account. That $1 million didn't exist before the loan. It's new money the bank created in that moment. And you've got to use 20 years of real sweat and blood to pay back money that never existed, plus rolling interest. Feel like something's off here? The more money gets created, new problems show up. When the money created far exceeds actual production, prices start exploding. Your money hasn't decreased, but what you can buy quietly shrinks. Someone's stealing your wealth bit by bit, but you can't find him because he has no face. His name is inflation. To control this monster, countries set up central banks to watch commercial banks, jonesing them from creating money endlessly. But here's the absurd part. The government itself is a bottomless pit, always spending more than it takes in. How do you fill the gap? Issue national debt, borrow from the whole world, promising to pay back with interest. Banks buy, companies buy, foreign governments rush to buy. Money flows into the government's pockets. But where's the money to pay it back coming from? Taxes aren't nearly enough. Can only keep borrowing new debt to pay old debt. Debt rolls on top of debt. Interest piles on interest. The hole gets bigger, never feeble. That's how America walked its way to $36 trillion. And that number? Right now it's climbing like crazy at $50,000 per second. No government actually plans to fill this hole. Because there's only one reason. This system was designed from day one to survive on debt. If one day all the debt got paid off, all the money created out of thin air disappeared at the same time. The whole economy would grind to a complete halt overnight. Debt is the fuel that keeps this machine running. From that IOU between the farmer and blacksmith to today's global debt system worth hundreds of trillions, humanity spun around for thousands of years, went in a giant circle. At the core, it's still that same primitive logic. Create money with trust, drive trade with promises. Just the scale has gotten so big that no one can stop it anymore. That paper bill in your pocket isn't wealth. It's a promise the whole human race maintains together. The day nobody believes that promise anymore it becomes nothing at all.